Hi, Chef and Builder JD Pendleton. We're back in the kitchen where I am making the Fleur De Lis folded napkins for my daughter's wedding, for the reception dinner. Now, all we've done here, and you can do several different things here with the napkins. These are a silk napkin, so I am using actually one bobby pin per napkin here on the back of the napkin, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. If these had been larger cloth napkins, I would not have needed that. But my daughter and mother, they ordered silk napkins, and silk napkins are a lot harder to work with. So I have to make 100 of them, by the way. So once I get them made, I'm just sitting them down here into a big tub. And so that way I can move these out of the way. The thing about these is they look good from the front and the back. So what we're doing here now is we're just taking a package of the napkins. Like I said, I would prefer the I like the cotton because they're a little more heavy duty, and they're a little stiffer, and they're a lot easier to work with for making napkin designs. Now I'm just going to show you one of my favorites, okay? And like I said, this is called the Fleur De Lis. Let me get one here that I haven't prim and propered yet. But you can see that Fleur De Lis design here, okay? Now this design you can also fold down the tip in the front, just like that right there. And that's called the Blooming Lily. They have different names. Different people have different names for them. These are the names we called them. Like I said, mostly napkin folding like this. Most of this is a French idealist type thing for restaurants. So as a chef, you have to learn to fold napkins and things. And if you're really good at it, you don't even have to use the bobby pin. But when it comes to silk napkins, we don't use those very often, so I'm not that good using silk. These are more like for wedding. People choose napkins like this for weddings to match the table runners and all that. But for a restaurant, these would be cotton. Rarely would you see, because oil stains the satin napkins and things. So if you're talking about doing this for a restaurant or a cafe, be sure and get the cotton version. They're a lot easier to wash and keep clean. And that's another thing, I like white because you can bleach the white, and you can get it, or you can even use like borax and you can get the white clean. So whites, reds, blues, greens, those are all good colors for napkins. But this is a champagne color. So now what we're going to do here, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is how many that I have made so far. I got a lot of them made. And you just want to sit them in here very gently. You don't want to bend these. I've got these all nice and, see, they're already starting to pop back up. But it doesn't take much. The day of the wedding, my daughter's wedding, I'll just kind of pop them back in there and try to do it again. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit our napkins out in front of us, layered like this. See, they're just layered like this. Okay? And we're going to point away from us on this particular design. Sorry, I've got strings all over me from the... I don't even want to show myself tonight. I have been ironing these. Here's a couple of them. I've been ironing 100 chair covers, white chair covers. I've ironed 100 chair bow ties on the back of the chair, the big long silk bows, 100 table runners, and 15 tablecloths. So, plus we're using their tablecloths, and I'm hoping that their tablecloths are not wrinkly. I'm hoping they're not soiled and dirty from the last wedding that used them and stuff. So, sure you're straight to that. So pick up one of your silk sheets here, all right? Pull it towards you just like this. Bring those points exactly together. All right? Now you're going to take your hand and pinch it right here. And then, oops, because this is what I'm talking about, it sliding. This makes it really hard for it to slide. And bring that point up to that point right there. All right? Same with this point. Bring it up to that point right there. I'm off just a little bit, so straighten that out. And again, if this had been cloth, this would look so much better. Now take this up and bend this up. I'll be 2/3 of the way up. Then bend this in half down this way again. Okay, did you see that? So I went like this, about 2/3 of the way up, and then 1/3 of the way back down again, all right? And we're just making this little piece right here. That's this piece right here. Now you take it, you grab a hold of it just like this right here, turn it upside down, bend it over almost to the halfway point where this little piece right here coming down, this is so slippery, I'm telling you. It's to the halfway point. And you can see the halfway point by this right here. So bring it right there. And you don't want to turn it this way because this will help pop the napkin back open again. You want to just give this a little tuck right there. Just a little tuck. So when we bring this one back around, we can tuck that one in just like that. Okay? There we go. And we can give that a tuck. See how slippery that is? Now you're going to pinch this with your thumb. And give that kind of a tuck and make sure that's all wrapped in there nicely. And because, like I said, because this is silk, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a bobby pin right here. Okay, I'm just going to put a bobby pin right there and I'm going to hold that. Normally when you're doing this, you just hold it right there, but I'm going to use the bobby pin. This is a design that you can do with the cloth napkins for a large crowd. Now I'm just going to take, you've got this cornstalk looking thing here, and you can leave this like this. All right, and that's kind of like a lily right there. Or you can take and you can make it the Fleur De Lis, and you can just give this a nice tuck. Okay, there you go. Kind of shape that. No, wasn't looking at that side. There we go. You kind of shape that like that. Kind of puff those out just a little bit, just like that right there. Kind of give them a little puff out. And there you have the Fleur De Lis. Kind of shape that, and the point should be pretty close to the center. They won't always be on center, like this one's not quite centered. And that's fine, but they take being handled and traveling well. And that's what I like about this. And then this right here just goes right on the center of the plate. And what's nice about this also is you can stick like a little flower. Just stick the flower, the color of the wedding flower. Let's say it's like a little cherry blossom or something. You can just take and bend one of those and just stick that right in there, and you can have like a little flowerette or a little rosette or something right here. Okay? And that's what makes this nice. You can hang like a little key, a bottle opener favor from this, which is what we're probably going to do. So, yeah. So you can see the shape of the Fleur De Lis here. And again, you can just pull this forward if you want, and you can have a little bit more of a lily blooming type look right there. Okay? That's entirely up to you. A lot of your French restaurants will bend that little tip over. But this is what we're doing for the wedding. And there you have it. A very easy way to fold a napkin. I'm going to do this one more time for you quickly here. Pull that forward. Meet point to point. Make your triangle. Sometimes you just have to hold your hand down here. Hit another point. Hit that point there. You want to make it as square as possible when you're doing this. Bend 2/3 of the way up, trying to hold these together, and then fold that back down like that right there. Remember, forward, then back, flip it over, holding onto that center piece, give that little tuck, give that a little tuck, and bring that together nicely like that right there. Give that a tuck and wrap that in there just like that. And again, since it's silk, we're going to use the bobby pin. There we go. And then you've got the 3 pieces here, and we're just going to tuck. And we're going to tuck. And we're going to kind of push open here just a little bit and kind of flatten that back open. And then there we have it. another Fleur De Lis. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'm just going to sit here and make them so you can watch them a little closer, and I'm going to give you another point of view. I'm going to give you what it looks like from my point of view. If you make this and give it a try, napkin folding is fun, and you could throw a napkin folding party where you each learn a method of folding a napkin and you all bring it to the party and everybody teaches the other one how to fold a napkin. And I think with tea parties and things like that becoming more popular again and different themes, there's always a napkin of that, a folded napkin that goes with that theme. And this is just, there's the princess fold. Let's see if I can remember how to do the princess fold here. The princess fold goes like this right here. You fold that napkin into thirds just like this. Then you give it a flip. And then you fold that napkin into thirds again. Like that right there. Then you bend this in like this. And then you bend this one in. This napkin's almost not long enough. You've got to get it so it's centered and you have the same amount here. There we go. Can't seem to make it accurate. There we go, right there. That'll work. Okay. So you take it, you get those, like I said, if I was working with a cotton napkin, this would be so much quicker. Then you take it and you open and you make your triangle like this. You open the next one. And you make your triangle flat like that. You open the next one. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, you open the next one. Make a triangle flat like that. And then you open this next one. And you make your triangle flat like that. And then you fold all these triangles over like this. And then you do the same to this side. You open it and make a flat triangle like that. You open this one and make a flat triangle like that. And then etc. Just like that. Keep going. You can do that. Do it again. And if these were cloth napkins, they would hold, they would hold themselves up at this stage. Okay? Then you would take, again, if this was a cloth napkin, it would have stayed. There's no doubt about that. But that is the princess fold, and then what you do is and I can't get to stay. But anyway, that's the princess fold, and then you put a rosette right here. And like I said, I'll have to show you some of these folds and how you do some of these, oops, I got a crinkled napkin now. But I'll have to show you some of the folds and some of the names of some of the napkin folds on another video. Yeah, so if you have any tidbits about weddings or napkin folding or anything like that, or you have one of your favorite napkin folding videos, be sure and leave the link below. And let us know your favorite napkin fold and some of the occasions that you like to use folded napkins. I like doing it like at Thanksgiving and Christmas. I always like to do a different folded napkin at that stage. There we go. Just put a pin in it. Okay, now I'm going to show this to you from my point of view, and I'm going to pull this forward so you can see this napkin a little better. I know this isn't the easiest color to see. Fold that into a triangle, and then we take this point of the triangle up to the top point, this point of the triangle up here to this top point. Okay, make sure they all meet just like that. Like I said, if this was cotton, it's so much easier. Oops. Only when you're filming it, right? Okay. Now up 2/3, back down 1/3, give it a flip. Give that side right here a little tuck in, just a little tuck. Bring that over. These fingers here, see that right here? Those fingers there, give that a tuck. Open it up and kind of straighten that up. Pin it. tuck and tuck. Give it a squeeze and kind of fluff these out. And there you go. Another beautiful Fleur De Lis. All right. Well, love and blessings.